I'm a museum's wake and rise and warble to the skies and let the peace of heaven
Yeah, I know you to be
increase
father, right?
for
Yeah,
us
yeah. So, are you
always.
truly a Roman father now? Because way back in school, all we knew was father, father, father. And they didn't say real school, father will be a Roman father. Are you a Roman father?
So I am not a Roman father, just that I am Frederick Ampofo. I had the name Fada because of Lodi. They remember the compound prophet, Frank Ejebert Lodi.
Last me some time ago, I wanted to beat him.
Oh, so we
I
met.
remember.
It was Lodi, and the late Kizito. May his
Yeah,
soul rest in peace. Yes. So because I'm a Catholic,
yeah.
so and I was a mass server, so anytime I wear the cassock, people said I resemble a Catholic priest, and so it was Lodi that gave me the name Fada. Fada, and the name became Fada. So I'm not called Fada, but I'm called Frederick Ojampop. So that was how come I had the name Fada.
Okay. Tell us how you got to Aggrey. Was Aggrey your first choice? How did you get to Aggrey? Your
Okay.
experience, first day you landed on Aggrey campus.
So yes, Aggrey was my first choice. Aggrey was my first choice from a Catholic school around Akwiteman. That's Immaculate Conception around La Paz thereabout. So Aggrey was my first choice. So when I had Aggrey, I came there with my parents, my father, to check. Took our prospectus, and the first day I entered the school using the drive, and it was a nice school actually. When I went there, it was nice. I think it was Picoman who was at the pavilion. It was Picoman was there gathering people who are coming to check the prospectus and everything, and we said, okay, you are going to enter. So as I went there, I was just quite kind of, hey, my father was going. Annually, honestly, I was about to cry. I even wept. I felt so sad because you came with your father. He assisted you packing your things, and now he has left you and told you to steady her. That was the last word he told you. He told me, steady her, and know that whatever you become depends on what you do over there. So that was my experience. So that first day actually wasn't easy. Felt so sad, and they ring the bell for dining. Didn't want to go, like you want to as an Uncle Nambi style, because I was lonely. I didn't know anybody. Just lie in your bed and just observe how things will go from there. So that was
Right.
my
So
first experience here.
I know the house you were in, right? So what house were you in? What course did you offer? Tell us more about
I was in Encho House. We strong and active men. Encho House, and then I studied agricultural science.
what was your favorite dining?
Favorite food on campus,
Favorite dining.
Semper was there, and I think Moftoto, the rice with the granule soups after where there is some. I really liked
Um,
it.
Sam is something. Was there a senior who really tormented your life when you went to Aggrey your first year, made school uncomfortable for you?
No, I didn't have that experience because if it was something, it was just roll call and you skip roll call, and
Okay.
because Lottie was the compound prefect, you intentionally. I remember some time ago, Derek Kosiboni and myself, we didn't go for roll call, and we said that Atuboni, who was then the school prefect, sent us, and Lottie said it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Once roll call has been called, you're supposed to show up. He really disciplined us. I really remember that day. In as much as Atuboni was the school prefect and Fana Hokra, but I didn't have anybody who was really tormenting my life. I didn't have anybody.
Who was your best friend on campus?
Okay, I think it was Babangida Ibrahim, because I was in the same class with him. Babangida.
I know Babangida very well. He was in my dog.
So Babangida Ibrahim was my close friend because I was in the same class, and he was actually in Casford. Anytime he comes to call me Fada, Yanko, yes, he was my close friend.
So are you guys still in touch?
Yes, I think we spoke 2 days ago. I called him. Currently, I think he's in Canada. So it's been a while hearing from him. So I think I saw him on Facebook, and I called him and said, oh, he's in Canada for about 2 months now. So he called me on video call, and we spoke for some time.
Okay, so I was asking, who was your favorite teacher on campus?
Favorite teacher?
The teacher you liked, you admired so much. You were like,
I think it was DB.
what was your best experience on campus? Was there a time you felt so good? What was your worst experience on campus and your best moments as well?
Okay, so my worst experience was when I think in was it Form 2? We were writing a physics exams. I think that year it was Ketchup who set the questions. I'm sure Michael will remember. And it was the year 2000. He brought Pasco 2006 physics. Dito. And at that time, were prepared to write exams, went to examination hall. I had bought a new calculator. My pen just fell. I bent down to pick the pen and the calculator vanished. Seriously, a new calculator I had bought, an exam, so my pen just fell down. It was about starting. The paper had not even come. It was not even shared. I just bent down to pick my pen and I couldn't see the calculator.
Who was your first suspect?
You wouldn't know because I was at the back and people were passing by my side. You wouldn't know whoever picked it.
Oh, okay.
Semper Optimo Nitere.
If you could go back to Aggrey Memorial, what would you have done differently? Like if you had the chance to go back as a student?
Okay, I didn't do anything bad actually, but I think that I would have taken my chemistry very serious. I didn't like chemistry, and I didn't like because it was this teacher, Atachi, yes.
Yeah.
And at that time, we had paid for classes, and then he was about getting married. So anytime I go to class, he said he's going for counseling. And the chemistry is not as easy as like you can even read or something. So that alone put me off. If I had a chance to go to school, I would have taken that subject very, very serious.
So are you married? Do you have kids?
I'm not married. By the grace of God, I'll be settling down next month. 16th, 17th of August. By the grace of God, I'll be getting married next month. So we are all invited then.
What are your greatest accomplishments after school?
Okay, so you see, when we were in school, we were being fed by our parents and stuff. But then when you come complete school and perhaps either you go to, it wasn't that there was funds at home. So you know the situation at home and you are supposed to work towards. So I think after I completed school, you know that you're supposed to do your best, make it in life. So even I remember at a point when I was in school, my mother used to sell. So after school, when you vacate, I assisted to sell towels. And so at the end, after school, I realized that I need to push further. And so my greatest achievement is that after school, I am, by the grace of God, I am, if not actually okay, like I am not that bad. Looking back, where by the grace you can support 1 or 2 people, or like whatever you went through, because in those days, you are the one, your parent takes care of you. But by now, you went to the training college. Actually, I'm a teacher. So you went to your training college. After that, you came out, you were posted, and you paid your own rent. You realize that you are adding value to yourself. You did your further studies, and then you relocate to Accra, and Accra is very challenging. You earn is very challenging. So by the grace of God, you buy 1 or 2 things. So even when I'm walking or I'm driving, and I cast my mind back, I just say, Lord, I thank you for this achievement I've been able to make. If not, I can say that looking back and now, like the Lord has been good, and it's a greatest achievement to me that I am not like I used to. You understand? And God has been so faithful. God has been faithful. Yeah.
So what are your long-term goals in the next 5 years? Where you Fada?
So in the next 5 years, hoping that the Lord will open way, I want to travel. I believe that in life you should have two goals or 2 options, plan A and plan B. If you are only focused on the plan A and it fails, you'll be disappointed. And so in the next 5 years, I should be out of the country. Even if it's tomorrow after my program, whatever, by then there's this year, because every year we have New Year resolutions, whatever the issue is. In the shortest possible time or longest possible time, you should be out of the country, settled, this ministry, you are being focused, doing it, better your life. And plan B is that once I am in Ghana now, and once I am working, or I'm a teacher, I should have a plan. So in the next 5 years, I should rise through the rank and even obtain a position of that sort. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So any regrets in life so far?
I don't have a regret. No, I don't have a regret, but I would say that these are all experiences. You understand? So I don't call them regrets. It's a learning experience where you don't repeat it again. So I don't call it anything regret. But it's a learning experience. Whatever the life hits you with, you learn from it and you don't repeat it and you move on.
Aside your calculator being stolen during exams, right? Do you have any shocking experience? On campus?
Shocking experience. That's personal. I may not have, no, I don't think I have a shocking experience or something. But what sometimes shocks me is where I remember those days where how do you call it? People were called from a BY. I think Doneyo, that's headmaster. I remember those especially when we have this guy. And I think that is the shocking experience that hey, how can people come to school and they'll be found in town? But we have individual differences. So what you may not do, somebody can do with courage. So just learn from it.
Yeah, so I'm saying, which of our colleagues do you want to meet? Like
anyone that I meet, I'll meet. I don't really have. I'm not desiring to meet anybody, but once I meet you, we talk, and we move on.
Who was your double partner? Don't say you didn't have it.
Oh yes, but you say like you earlier on said, Fada. I don't.
Your girlfriend matter, like your double partner, someone you more often talk to. You know, on Aggrey campus, when you are standing with a lady and you guys are talking, it's double. The person shouldn't be your girlfriend or something. When the moment they see you talking with a lady, you are showing that. That's what I mean.
Okay, so I think I used to talk to Anita Phillips.
Who was the most controversial guy you knew on campus? Now, Jane, I say this guy is too stubborn. Oh, I wish I can talk to him to stop.
I think this guy, he was in Penanco, that short guy. Ooh.
Kikat.
No Kikat. One smallest guy, he was always working with, was in Penanco.
SOD.
SOD. And you see Michael Mills. You see the way they are so hyper.
Michael Mills, he was very troublesome, man.
Oh, seriously, this guy, then they near the window.
Are you happy with how Aggrey Memorial is? Do you have any ideas to help improve the situation there? What could be done there so that the students there will be okay?
So one thing I'll talk about is that I think I don't know the current state now when as we speak, but then about the dining, I think they should do better. About the dining, the food, I think they should do better, or they can do better, because sound mind lives in a sound body. So where you go to a dining table where about 14 people use one pantry bowl, if it can be reduced to like 10, and the food should be full, at least once you are eating, you'll be okay. So if I have any help that I can give to my school, because one thing that I also realized that when you go for dining and they tell you that food is finished, and you know that you're supposed to go and learn, go for preps, and you are hungry, perhaps at that time you may not have money, and especially when you go and you know that the ladies also like Semper. They can bring bowls and say that, oh, my neighbor, or my school father. Yes, my school father, my school mother. My school mother. So they will bring, not it was even for them. But I think that when the number should be reduced to like 8 or 10 or not, yes. At least that one, everybody will be satisfied. And if I have the means, I will be able to support the school with food. Not feeding program then, but with food, so that they can. And I don't know if they still have this drinking tea on Sundays and bread. I mean, how? I think that Sunday evening after Zion, you go and tea with bread. That thing should rather be in the morning, and Sunday should have been something strong or heavy.
Semper Optimo Nitere.
So I'm telling you this way. So rice of which one are you?
I like rice.
White or black?
Okay, I like white.
4x4 saloon car.
I like 4x4.
Dutch passport or PhD?
Obviously, a Dutch passport.
Aggrey Memorial or Adisco?
I will choose Aggrey.
Ghana or Nigeria?
I prefer Ghana.
Stoneboy or Shatawale?
That one, when you go there, I won't say anything.
Okay, so Tego sisters or daughters of Lord Jesus?
Daughters.
Brother Sami or Jomete?
Jomete will go.
MPP or NDC?
This one here. Obviously, you are trying to know where I belong to. They will all disappoint you, senior.
Finally, do you have any message for any AMOSA watching us, all the AMOSAs, any message for them, any advice, any opinion? Yes, so
Okay, yeah. So I think that despite the fact our fingers are not the same,
yeah.
I believe that some are doing well in life, others are not. Today you are doing well, but
Yeah.
tomorrow you don't know what is ahead of you.
Sure.
So I think that we shouldn't look down to anybody. Yes. So when anybody comes to you for help, or not even for help, but you realize that, oh, I can help this person, I can support this person, you shouldn't wait for somebody to come to you. Just give it. Because you don't know maybe the situation that you will be in tomorrow, which he or she would have remembered that, oh, some years back you remembered me, so let me do same. But my advice to each and everyone is that hands are not the same, or fingers are not the same. So if today you are good, don't look down on your friend or your classmate. When the help come, you can you do it? Don't do it knowing that the person will pay back or no, but just do it for God and country. Or know that tomorrow it may be your turn. Today is your turn, or somebody's turn, but tomorrow may be your turn. So that's what I would say. Let us support each other. Let us love each other. Let us search for one another.
Which of your friends influenced your life so much on campus? And do you also have any interesting stories you want to share with us?
Okay, so my friend, I was talking about Bangida.
Yeah.
But there's this person that I always look up to him. That is Derek Kwesiboni. Some he will escape dining in as much as his brother was a school prefect by then. He can go for food and eat and he'll be fine. But then at midnight he wakes up. So when you are always sleeping and you see your friend studying, it leaves a question mark, and ask yourself that, why are you also here? Are you also there to sleep? And I'm always in contact with Derek Kwesiboni. Yes, he's in the States now. I think of about 5 years. Been I think last 3 days we spoke. I'm always in contact with Derek Kwesiboni. Talk. If he needs something in Ghana, I sacrifice and do that for him. If there's anything, so okay, don't worry. So we are more than like brothers, because if there's anything I'm supposed to do for him now, he'll call me, Fada, I need this, so can you get them for me and send it to me? I said no, but I have to leave, find time, even that day or the next day, make time for him and ship the things to him. So once a while, just hear from him, everything is fine. But we are friends and we talk. I think he organized this US Canada scholarship thing, and he has been forcing me that Charlie, he wants to assist me. But I was telling Charlie, wait, I want to settle down first. After that, I can focus on that. That's like my long-term goal, is that after some years, I want to move out. Whether him or not, we will make our way. By the grace of God, God will help us.
Did the father tag on you affect you?
You see, the father tag, everybody father. So even if at the point you want to talk to a female friend, Krampwa, hey, father, they on pen mao, you understand? Even though I wasn't that type, but something you have wished that you want to talk to this person. But because of that father tag, hey, Roman father there, what in my head then, you understand? And you see that father tag, father thing. Aside Lodi giving me that, let me just chip in this. Lodi giving me that name Fada, because when I wear the cassock, I resemble a Catholic priest. At a point, I also had a desire of going to the priesthood. And so if I had gone to the seminary, I'm sure by now I should have been a priest. But I believe that our ways are not the ways of the Lord. So yes, we are doing ministry by the grace of God. I wasn't able to enter to the seminary, and we are okay. By the grace of God, hopefully next month we'll settle down in marriage. So that is also a calling that I also see that God has called me into. Not necessarily to be a Catholic priest.
So let's end with, I think we have AMOSA old or something. I'm amazing. We can rise.
Yes.
I want you to sing it for us so that we end the interview with it. You there, you can sing it. If you can't sing it, I'll fight with you.
I beg you.
It's Michael Mills who can't sing it. That guy there, I know he cannot sing it. Michael Mills, yes, Cody. Party.
This guy. Oh boy. So
Okay.
I'm amazing, wake and rise and warbles to the sky. A note of Prince of Men whose raises us today, and to all the world proclaim our Mother Zion's name, and let the peace of heaven increase for us always. Serve we must, so to fulfill our trust, our time to live and strive to live our country. Be the word of God to sow on every sod. The Africans and the heavenly throne may never be. Nations we can rise and wobbles to the skies. A note of Prince of Men whose raises us today.
Semper.
Semper Optimo
I'm taking the
Nitere. Our motto rings, kindly note it brings, as it urges us ever forward to press, to make a name undying faith that will inspire African sounds to progress.
thank
Semper
you so much. You
Optimo
see,
Nitere.
in Semper, most of the guys, that's where we can sing. We wait for you
Yes,
guys. When you raise Semper, then you all join. Because that's the only thing.
Semper Optimo
That's why
Nitere.
I love that side so much. Anyway, thanks so much for your time, for taking a busy schedule of your time to talk to us.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this opportunity.
I'm a